welcome everyone to our little company update. We wanted to answer a couple of your questions and queries in person as much as possible. We know that there's a lot of uncertainty in the industry around, the impact of COVID and what an exhibition under the new guidelines would look like. So we thought we would hop on here, talk to the directors personally, the organisers, and try and quash some of those fears in a bit more of an inventive way, a bit more dynamic, through a video. So here we are. I'm chatting to Alexander and Angela. Do you guys want to introduce yourself really briefly, and then we'll get going?
My name is Angela Kinyo. I'm the Portfolio Director for Montgomery Events East Africa. We are the organisers of both Propak East Africa and Secure Expo East Africa.
Hi, and I'm Alexander Angus. I'm the Business Development Director for the Montgomery Group, looking at Africa. I work very closely with Angela on the international side, driving the business and growth and making the events as good as they possibly can be.
Great. So we'll just jump right in, really. Can anyone talk to us about the current situation regarding COVID in Kenya?
Okay, I can pick that up because I'm based in Kenya, so let me start with that. So in early July, our government ended the cessation of movement, which meant now that people could be able to move around. And the country also has opened up its borders to international flights. And recently, the Ministry of Health has said that all signs are pointing out that the infection curve has been flattened. In fact, just a few days ago, our positivity rate was declared below 5%, which means that generally the situation looks quite positive in Kenya.
And then in terms of an update for Propak East Africa, can someone give me an overview of where the show's at and where we're heading?
Yeah, I suppose I'll take that since Angela had the COVID question. Propak was rescheduled originally back in March this year to take place in May next year. The dates are all set, all confirmed for the 18th to 20th of May next year at the Sarit Centre. So what's great is that we've got a new venue. The venue's bigger. The venue is brand new. So it's been open now for a year or so, but it's fantastic looking and built to international standards. What's fantastic is around 75% of exhibitors transferred their bookings to next year. Which is great because it shows the commitment to the market and the willingness to have an exhibition. And we have no means of concern from a COVID perspective because as Angela suggested just now, the indication of things in Kenya are getting much, much better. And although there is a certain element of a few issues around the world, which we are very aware of, things in Africa have been very encouraging in terms of the effects from COVID. We're busy promoting the show. We're trying to deliver content and webinars and try and deliver as much engagement within the community as possible to all in all have a successful face-to-face show in May next year.
Great, thank you. And then just sort of circling back to COVID-19 measures, can someone talk us through what specific elements or measures that we'll be putting in place at the exhibition to protect our attendees and partners from COVID?
So I'll start. We'll be fumigating our halls every single day. And this is with a non-corrosive, antibacterial and antiviral agent. This is to ensure that the hall is fully sanitized each day. We'll also be having hand sanitizing units, which will be fully stocked at the entrance of the exhibition hall. We'll also have mobile cleaning throughout the exhibition, just to make sure the cleaners will be circulating the exhibition, disinfecting areas that are commonly touched, such as handrails, door handles, every hour. Registration, we shall strongly encourage pre-registration and also just to reduce queues. And we'll also have everyone's details, and this will help with any contact tracing that has to be there. Contact tracing, that is. And then we'll also have face masks. All exhibitors and visitors will be required to wear a face mask throughout the exhibition. We'll also have a temperature checkpoint. So everyone who has a high temperature will not be allowed into the hall. Even the way we're going to build our exhibition booths, we'll encourage wide aisles, and the wide aisles will enable everyone to be able to keep their social distancing rules. Have space stands. This is just, again, to be able to maintain their social distance. And a medical center, which will help anyone who's exhibiting any COVID-19 symptoms will be taken to.
Yeah, and just to add to that, sorry, Angela, obviously we completely recognise that the measures in place are all adhering to government guidelines. We'll obviously adapt as government guidelines adapt, and the priority will always be the safety of individuals, but also ensuring that success is enabled for the participants at the show. So as the government guidelines adapt, we will also adapt. Should they get more tight, then we'll adapt them to become more tight, and should they relax, then we might relax certain rules as well. But what we'll never do is kind of go under what the guidelines are. We'll always exceed them as a bare minimum, because from our side, safety for all our participants is always going to be a #1 priority.
And then in terms of new features for Propak East Africa in 2021, obviously, thanks to COVID-19, we were unable to run the show in 2020, which was extremely frustrating for everyone involved. But we've had a lot of time to reflect on how to make the show even better, even more successful for our participants. Does someone want to chat through just some of those measures that we're putting in place and some of the new features that will be on show?
The main one will be our business matchmaking application. This is a partner that we're working with to enable intelligent networking at the exhibition. Companies will be able to put in their preferences, and visitors will be able to put in what they're wanting from the exhibition, and the software will match people up with what they're interested in achieving from the actual event. As an example, if someone was supplying bottling equipment as an exhibitor, and a visitor was looking for that, and they will both put in their preferences, then they would match up and be recommended to be speaking to each other. There's an area on site where people can meet and people can talk in the networking area, or people can arrange to meet on their stand as well. But that enables people to have the setup and pre-arranged meetings that will encourage and is shown to improve attendance to people's specific stands and conversations to be had. So that's one of the main things. The others are the new venue, which is going to be great, and it's a better venue for what we need. A great location, more parking, and other than that, Angela can talk about the associations and who we're working with this year to try and make sure that we see the right people.
Yeah, we definitely have the Kenya Association of Manufacturers with us. This is a very large manufacturing organization in Kenya, and also in the region, because they're also recognized by other countries within East Africa. We also have the Institute of Packaging, who also will help us out with the program. These are very key opinion leaders that work with the World Packaging Organization as well. And we also have GAP as a printing partner. And also I think one of the major ones that we have on board right now is the Ministry of Trade in Kenya as well, who will also be supporting us in our program.
Great, thank you for that. And then just going back to the exhibition itself a little bit, obviously for all the exhibitors already signed up, we have just launched the Exhibitor Zone. I think it'd be good if one of you chatted through kind of what the purpose is of the Exhibitor Zone and how it works.
Yeah, so I will try and show you. I'm going to try and share my screen, so I hope the technology works. But the whole idea of the Exhibitor Zone is it's usually in the past we've released it kind of 3 months out from the event. But the reason we're doing it earlier this time is because we recognise there's certain areas that you can get value from in advance of the usual 3 months. This is things like marketing collateral, and also to be able to build your profile for the exhibition online. It's obviously great to show people that you're going to be exhibiting, and every link that links back to your website can only help you as an organisation. So I'm just going to run through it. I'm going to share my screen. So yeah, this is the, just to talk through the Exhibitor Zone. So usually we launch the Exhibitor Zone about 3 months out before the exhibition, but the reason we're doing it sooner is because we've segmented it into the Marketing Zone and the Operations Zone. We recognise that there's lots of information that you might need in advance, such as logos, invitations, and a few top tips. So we've launched this part of it just early so that you can get access to that should you wish. So to access it, what you need to do is go to the website, propakeastafrica.com. You'll notice that we've got a brand new website. It's recently launched and it's got a lot of new functionality, which will hopefully improve the whole user experience. And if you scroll to the very bottom of the website, you can click on Exhibitor Login at the bottom. So you click the link and you log in using the credentials that you would have been sent. If you don't receive them, then please do get in touch and I'll be more than happy to share them with you. But you log in with the details, click submit, and it takes you through to the welcome page of the Exhibitor Zone. Now, it's just a bit of information, a little welcome letter, and then as you see, it's split into two parts. The Marketing Zone here on the left and the Operations Zone on the right. As mentioned here, this isn't available yet, the Operations Zone, because that includes things such as the forms and all the information on actually building your stand and travel. And that's not available until around 3 months like usual. But this area on the left, the Marketing Zone, is available now, and it would be great if you could have a look at it and get the information that you need. Within it, there are 6 main sections. These might increase as we go through, but the 2 that I really want to show you are the online profile and the marketing toolkit. There are information on matchmaking, the tops and top tips, VIP, submissions and contacts, but the 2 main ones are the toolkit and online profile. So looking at the marketing toolkit, firstly, this is just an area where you can get the information you might need for your promotional purposes to show people you're exhibiting next year at the event, such as the logos, such as the email signatures, and such as the invitations. Now those invitations and signatures and social media templates are all personalizable, and if you like any help with putting your logo or your stand number on those, then we'd certainly be more than happy to do that for you and send it on to you. Going back to the online profile, this is the area that you create your profile that gets showed and displayed on the exhibitor list online for the moment, and then it will be replicated to put in the catalogue nearer the show. But you just click on the online details button and it takes you through. And here you can adapt your exhibitor name, you can put your logo on, address, all the contact details, your display email, and now we suggest a generic email, just because obviously this is in the public domain, and we recognise that there are certain organisations out there that will try and potentially promote their services for the exhibition. They might not be our partners. We only, we'd never pass on details. We only ever recommend to you directly from us, any partners that we're working with. But by having a generic email address here, it just means that you won't be directly approached. You can show your long profile or your short profile. The short profile is shown on the pop-up and the long profile is shown on the main page, and then all your social media handles and your categories. The products enable you to put photos of your products up there and press releases should you wish as well. And you click submit when you're happy with everything, and it takes you through just to confirm and say thank you. Now to check, you go back to the website, which you can do by clicking on the logo at the top, and then you click on the exhibitors menu at the top as well, that takes you through to show the exhibitors. I'll just find ours nice and quickly so that you can see it, but as you click on it, it shows you the short version and the pop-up, and then you can click on the full profile here and it shows you everything underneath that has been filled in. So yeah, it would be great if people can fill in this nice and early, because obviously it's a great way to showcase that you're exhibiting at the exhibition.
Great, thank you for explaining all of that. Super helpful information there. And yeah, so obviously if anyone has any further questions, feel free to get in touch with the respective sales lead. I will be posting those contact details in the bottom of this video just so that you can have the details there. And yeah, we'll contact the team if you have any questions at all. We're all more than happy to answer and you know, quash any fears that you might have, or anything really to that effect. But yeah, is there anything you guys would like to add, Angela and Alexander, or?
For us, for me, it's just to say thank you, and we're looking forward to hosting you in 2021.
Yeah, I can say it better myself.
Great. Well, thanks everyone for taking part today, and yeah, we'll keep you up to date with any developments as they come in. But great to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.